Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Today is Friday, August 16th, 2024, and you are watching live with LWL, Lindsay with Love. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so happy. I'm so excited. Life is good. You cannot bring me down. Not today. All right, so today I'm going to, for those of you watching on YouTube, we're always going to give it a second because tons of my viewers are listening on TikTok, and TikTok is telling them that I am live and ready to go. So I'm going to give it a second. Good morning, Miss Dre. Victoria's in the house. My OGs are starting to come into the chat. Come on, Eileen, my girl at TikTok, my guide and my angel. Send TikTok viewers my live that I'm here and that I'm doing the dang thing. Good morning. Yes, please give me some likes. Push it out. Tell TikTok that we're ready to go. Good morning. Allie is in the chat. Mandy is in the chat. Good morning, Mandy. You're new here. Welcome to the chat. We're going to give it a couple more seconds. Good morning, Ellie. And we were talking last night. I went live yesterday evening, kind of spontaneously because I was just tired. And I was like, you know what? I've been working a lot of hours lately, and I would like to just relax. So that's what I did. Good morning, Shelly. Welcome to the chat. And we were talking a little bit about Kundalini Rising, Kundalini energy. And I thought that's kind of a fun Friday topic. And we're going to woo way together today. I do not have a single thing written out to talk about. So we are going to collaborate in our efforts. As always, thank you. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of speaking from my heart. But what I have noticed in my TikTok videos that I post is it still feels very throaty. So I'm going to start back with my hands on my chest again to bring my energy. Good morning, VIPE is in the house, ready to go. Reminder to those in the Manifesting Club, we are manifesting today. I can't wait. It's always so much fun. And yeah, we're going to give it just like a couple more seconds and then we're going to get going. And by the way, good morning, Princesa. If you are interested or you have questions around your energy or you have things you want to talk about today, drop them in the chat. We are collaborating today. I do not have a single script written out. I just don't. It's Friday. Like, who wants to be writing scripts on a Friday? Not me. I don't want to. Teresa's in the house. Stacey Hull in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. VIPE says, yes, I'll be there. I mean, yeah, you're already manifesting like crazy one session in. So of course, please show up again. That is amazing. I am, for those of you that, VIPE, did you read your report? I'm curious to know, have you had a chance to read it first and foremost? And if you did, what did you think? If you're interested in sharing live here, but you don't have to. If you want to keep it private to yourself, then that's, of course, okay too. Laura's in the house. Welcome, Laura, to the chat. Oh, I'm not going to be able to say that name. Ardnahela is in the hat. So excited about mine. Allie, you are so close to being next in line. Well, you are. Okay, that's not true. You are one away from being next in line. Is that next in line? Second in line. But I do believe that you will be next in line by today because I'm so close to finishing another one. I sent 3 reports out yesterday, you guys. I feel so proud. I'm becoming more efficient at writing them. They're becoming longer, but I'm becoming faster. It's kind of a very beautiful experience around when you recognize you're learning something more and more and more. When I first started writing the reports, a little bit choppy, a little bit challenging, pushing myself. And now I'm like, oh, I know exactly what's going on with this person. So exciting. Thank you, Allie, for the patience. Busy, but in a good way, right? Kara's in the house. Good morning, Kara. Favorite church drummer. Welcome to the chat. Samantha's in the house where our people are here. Let's do the dang thing. We're going to talk a little bit about Kundalini energy. And I will preface this by saying I'm going to share my experiences and my experiences only because I have not studied Kundalini a lot, nor have I studied or read about other people's experiences. When I had my Kundalini Rising in 2019, there wasn't much for information that I could find around what it actually is. Ayana's in the house. That energy is no joke. The Kundalini energy, Allie. I love to see your face in your profile photo, by the way. It was like an out-of-body experience for me. Okay, amazing. So we have a lot of people that are in the chat. Hey, Ayana, that have experienced Kundalini. So this is great. We're going to be collaborating and we can share our experiences. If you feel safe and comfortable to do it, always, right? Use your own discernment and judgment around what you prefer to share. You guys, for being a Cancer moon in the 12th house, I share a lot about my life. I prefer to be rather private, but I also recognize that to stand fully in what I came here to do, I must share my experiences, right? So sometimes it's even a little bit nerve-wracking for me, but I forge ahead anyway, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Thank you for all the likes, you guys. I appreciate you all. So once again, I do have a couple of books in my Kindle somewhere, and I'm going to try to find them for you for resources around Kundalini. And if you have Kindle and Kindle Unlimited, I think they were on Kindle Unlimited, but I'll double check for you some point in this chat. So Kundalini, I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you think that somebody? I believe you can spiritually awaken without having a Kundalini experience, because I was awake and then my Kundalini rose. So for me, I woke up like, holy cow, what is actually happening in the world? The awakening, by the way, I think is nothing more than an extreme perspective shift, an extreme expansion of the mind. That's what it felt like. Like I hadn't been looking at things correctly this whole time. Not correctly, because there's no right or wrong, but hello, Deanne. Good morning and welcome to the chat. But I wasn't seeing things for what they really were, right? I was just seeing them from the physical perspective with the five senses, not the underlying energetic tones. And so that was kind of my awakening experience. And then my Kundalini rose. I think you could probably go your whole life being awake without your Kundalini rising. However, if you woke up, my guess is that you would feel very compelled to further your journey and your studies. You wouldn't want to stop. There's only been a couple of people that I've ever heard of that want to stop their spiritual journey. And I would say that if you desire to stop it, it's likely because, and this is an assumption, by the way, likely because of a lack of grounding, frustration around your energy not fully aligned. And so you're frustrated, you're like awake, but not knowing how to use it. That's my guess. Ali says, my mind was getting there, but the energy came and blew it up. Like, oh my gosh, I'm buzzing. Okay, cool. Yeah. Samantha says, I had my awakening and then had my Kundalini. Yep, I think so too. Some people go into like a jolt and then Kundalini just, fires them up. And I think that would be really like, we talked about it last night a little bit. Good morning if you're watching me on YouTube. Welcome to the chat. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, I also have a TikTok live going at the same time. And so there's people in the TikTok chat talking with me. But feel free to drop your comments in the chat if you're interested in conversing with us. VIPE says, that's what I think has been happening to me. Awake, but not grounded, like I'm slipping out of alignment. Ali says, I just didn't know I was awake. I thought I needed to be more, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that there's a misconception that we talked about this a little bit yesterday too, where it's like, you're not doing your spiritual journey right. But like, what does that mean? Like, what does that even mean? Like, who's to say you aren't doing your journey right? You are not, you need more, or you're not enough, or whatever, right? Those are silly limiting beliefs that we don't put our energy in, because it's not true. It's fake news, right? Fake news. You guys, I'm gonna pull the shades just a little bit. The sun is like perfectly in my eyeballs. Oh, that is a sweet relief. Okay, so, but it helped you. I didn't know I was awake. I thought, okay, yeah, but it helped you ground so much better, right? Because I think what happens is when you wake up that fast, if it was a very unexpected awakening, like mine was rather unexpected, completely unexpected. I don't know if anyone plans to wake up. I guess maybe now, because it's more common. If you are still kind of asleep, but you're interested in the spiritual world and you want to wake up, then you probably would do things to find that energy and align yourself. But I think for the most part, people just, it's kind of like, oh, now you're awake. Now you're awake. Good morning, Jenny. Welcome to the chat. And so when that happened for me, I woke up, and then it was not far after my awakening, maybe like I don't even want to say it was more than 2 months or 3, where my Kundalini rose. And the Kundalini rising, I think it's such a personal experience, and I think that's why it's kind of hard to have, like, unless somebody's personally documenting their experience and then publishing it, you're not going to find tons of information because it's so personal. Some people Kundalini rise and it goes all the way up. And that to me, I would be like, oh my gosh. Knowing what I know now, I mean, maybe it would be good, but maybe it would be bad. And it would just depend on like your mental fortitude, your physicality at the time. There would be a lot to go into if you were to just totally rise completely at once, because it's a very jolting experience. And it's a lot of energy all at once. It's like, think about it, it's like something's being like pressure cooked, and then all of a sudden it's like, the steam comes out. That's the feeling. And so I feel like if you were physically prepared for that and mentally and emotionally very stable, you'd be okay to get through it. But if your life was not really in a place that you were ready for that, it would be so challenging. That's what I think. I didn't experience it like that. You guys remember, I'm always sharing what I experienced in my thoughts. So use your discernment, use your own logic and judgment, and trust your intuition on like, do my words resonate with you or not, right? Especially when we're talking about spiritual stuff, which is all the time. Ms. Dre Love says, I'm not sure if I'm awake or not, but I guess because I'm here and interested. Yeah, of course, right? If you're here and listening and interested, and even some of what I say resonates for you, yeah, of course you're awake, right? I wouldn't say that there's like, I'm more awake than you, but I do think that there's like layers to the journey. And I think that it does take a little bit of time. Some people can quantum leap and their whole life changes. And in certain parts, we're working through a lot of the same thing for time, right? A long amount of time. It took me time to figure out how to use my energy to manifest, about 1.5 years. It took me time to release myself from my limiting beliefs around money and worthiness and my own abundance. It took true time, right? Because time, once again, remember you guys, is a technology to help us chronologically kind of grow. That's what time is here for, is to help us expand in a way that kind of makes more logical sense for our human brains. Okay. So yes, I would say you're awake because you're here and you're interested. Ali says it's annoying, but it was just amazing to experience, to have, and how much more I set better in my body. Yeah. Hey, Mallory, good morning. Mallory is the reason that we are talking about Kundalini this morning. So welcome to the chat, my friends. Look at all of our friends that are here. Hi, Steffi, welcome to the chat. So when Kundalini, once again, it's this energy that kind of lies dormant in the body. And as it rises through the chakra system, it kind of activates your energy more and more. I don't want to say that like if your Kundalini never rises, you're not like the strongest you could be. I think it's like this added bonus. I think that we're already powerful as human spiritual beings on this earth. But I think once you tap in, it's like, you can kind of skyrocket. Once again, assuming you know how to work with it. So mine rose, and the way I knew it was rising was because I was sitting I think I've told you guys the story a few times, but for those of you that are new or if you've forgotten, I was sitting in meditation before, because my friend was like, can you pull me some tarot cards? By the way, I'm not a tarot reader. I do have a deck, and then I shuffle, let the cards jump out. That's how it works for my energy. And then I put them in the order they fall out. And then I get the book that comes with the deck and I read. Okay. So I'm not a tarot reader by any means. And the tarot decks that I had were like a crystal tarot deck. And then this one that my friend got me, I'll show you guys, is quite interesting. It's called The Wild Unknown Archetypes. And it's kind of hard to shuffle the cards. I'll just show you really quickly. But it's kind of about, I don't know, there's like, this book is like so extensive. There's so many cards, and I'll just show you really quickly. It comes in a very beautiful box, and this is kind of, these are the cards. And then here, there's so many. So this is what they look like. So these are like the ones I like play with, but once again, I do not read. Yeah, they're super cool. It's called The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Kranz. I'll show you, I'm going to put it back, and then I'll show you like, just like, even the packaging is just really beautiful. So it comes in this little box, which comes in this box. And there's a little ribbon, so you put it in so it doesn't get all stuck. It says accept all, reject none. It's just really pretty, right? I love the design. Yeah, I love a nice, beautiful aesthetic something. So, and then this book is really pretty. So this isn't an ad, you guys, by the way. This is just my friend got this for me because she got it for herself and she thought I would really resonate with it. So yeah, super beautiful. And then it goes in like that. Yeah. And I think it's really beautiful just because I put it on my bookshelf over there, and it's kind of just like a little almost centerpiece too. Like, it's just pretty. Anyway. So I was sitting in meditation. This is in 2019. And my friend's like, can you pull some tarot cards? But then I was using my crystal tarot deck, and they're square cards, easier to shuffle. And I did it. I was meditating for him. And all of a sudden, my body just started to go like this. But I was like, well, who the heck? I was like, okay, one of two things. My brain isn't telling my body to do this, by the way. So I absolutely know this is not my brain saying swirl around in a circle like a crazy person. Well, I shouldn't say like a crazy person, but at the time that's how it felt, right? I was like, my brain isn't doing this. So either something internally is happening within me, or there's like a ghost, a spirit wiggling me around. What is it, right? What is it? And thank you guys. Yeah, VIP says, that's so pretty. Kundalini, LWL, Samantha says. It's the divine feminine energy. You got it, Samantha. So I think that the interesting part about Kundalini, to kind of piggyback on, the movement is not controllable. No, it is not. And the beautiful part to piggyback on is the divine feminine energy, remember, and I know sometimes people have kind of struggles with the gender inside of us or whatever, but there is a law of gender in the universal laws. It just is what it is, you guys. So for those of you with gender, I'm trying to be as like open as I can and not label it as gender, but it's kind of hard to talk about it otherwise. So we could think of the divine feminine as the magnetic energy, the kind of more passive energy, and the masculine, which is most of us in the human body, this assertive energy, this action-oriented energy. And so you think about when people are asleep, they're using all of their masculine energy to create their lives. When you wake up, you start to recognize that you can actually attract things to you by the way you think, by the way you speak, the aligned action you take, by paying attention to the synchronicities in the world, in your world, right? Not the world, your world. And so when the divine feminine wakes up, yes, it becomes exactly, Samantha, a very beautiful blending of this. I take the aligned action, masculine energy, but I also allow myself to magnetize those things to me that are meant for me, divine feminine. And what I think it does really nicely, and what it did for me, is kind of get me out of this like very like grinding hustle culture, this idea that I have to grind, I have to hustle, I have to climb, I have to, all these very like hard things, these energies that feel kind of heavy and like just a lot. What it helped me do is realize I don't have to do all of that. I don't have to. All right, Patty, thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. Yes, this box is so pretty, you guys. Once again, here's the name. It's called The Wild. If you're interested in it, she got it on Amazon. It's called The Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Krans, Kim Krans, Krans. I'm not sure how much it cost, but yeah, super beautiful. Okay, good morning, Lala's in the house. So when my Kundalini rose, hi, Lindsay with Hi Alter Ego. Welcome to the chat on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you for being here. When my Kundalini rose, it started in the root chakra, which makes sense. The energy comes in the root chakra. If the energy is kind of what they say is like coiled like a snake around the root chakra. Now, there's so much symbolism in our culture around Kundalini. If you think about the medical staff with the two snakes swirling around it, Kundalini energy. So it's interesting where we don't talk about it a lot in our culture, specifically like in the United States, Eastern culture, but in the Western culture, they've been doing this. They know about it, right? Thank you for the follow, Billy Joe. Hi, Alter Ego made me chuckle, VIP says. Well, that's the person's name on YouTube. Alter Ego, they like your handle. The TikTok team likes your handle. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, that's all my stethoscope. Thank you for the follow, Nikki girl. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, exactly. And so what is it once again other than balance? And so they have this idea, oh, it's a snake coiled in your body. Oh, snakes, it's snaky. Da, da, da. It's like, no, it's another form of energy and something that you can tap into to create your best reality. Now, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Jump into the chat if you're interested in joining our conversation. Don't be shy, okay? We have a beautiful group of supportive people here that are our hype people. They're motivating, inspiring, encouraging, supporting, loving, all the best things in this chat room. So my Kundalini started to rise. I was like, okay, what is happening here? I started Googling, researching, YouTube searching mostly because back then TikTok was kind of just starting. And right, 2019, TikTok was coming out. YouTube was where all the spiritual people were at, which they still are. So if you want to hang out with spiritual people, YouTube, TikTok, that's the places to be. And Lala, I cannot wait to manifest today too. In 35 minutes, we're about to pop off, you guys. People are manifesting like crazy inside the club. If you're not in the manifesting club, it reopens September 1st. So please join. Do not miss out on this literally life-changing opportunity. Yeah, I said it. I know that sounds like a pretty big guarantee, but well, join it and see. You'll see. There's tons of Manifesting Club members, by the way, down here in the chat. So if you guys believe that it's a life-changing opportunity, just say yes. Okay, Ali, we're excited. We're excited to bring you back in. And that's okay. You know what? You've got to do what you've got to do. And I'm proud of you for focusing on those priorities for you. And so, yeah, come back in. Truth, VIPE says Truth. VIPE joined your first session was on Wednesday, and you're already manifesting. So, okay, Catherine is in the chat. Catherine, I'm sorry I missed you. Good morning. Welcome to the chat, my friend. All right, so the Kundalini rose in the root chakra, and then I started, I still didn't really pay much attention. My bad. I was like, oh, okay, Kundalini rising. I knew that it could get stuck in certain chakras. So it starts in the root, it rises up. Now, the root chakra is safety, security. So I started to feel a little bit more courageous. I started to feel a little bit more secure with who I was as a human spiritual being on this earth. It felt good. At first, a little strange. Afterwards, I'm like, okay, I'm actually starting to be a little bit more myself. Like this feels like, Lindsay's soul is really shining through. Thank you for the follow, Holly. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Catherine, did you see your report? Have you started reading it? I'm so curious. It was so fun writing your report. You are so powerful, and you have so many brilliant things to say and do in this world. All right, that's enough of that. So then I think for me, my Kundalini, you guys know, I spent a lot of time from then, after I started to feel more secure with who I was. Thank you, Ali, for the lightning bolts. Let me guess, 11. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. When you're the best, when you start to experience that, and then what happens is in the sacral chakra, remember, that's kind of like our creativity. You can think of it's kind of in the reproductive space. So it's reproduction, creativity, creation, right? So you're creating maybe a baby or maybe an idea or a project. You're bringing something to life there. There's passion lives there, a zest for life. So you become secure, you become a little fearless, and all of a sudden you're like, now I actually am excited. Like I have all these ideas. And then the energy comes up to confirm things I already knew. Yeah, I believe that. Confirm, and then it comes up to the solar plexus, confidence in the solar plexus, you guys, personal power in the solar plexus, all matters, growth and expansion. So you guys know, I struggled with my confidence. I started to feel more secure. Okay, now I have these ideas. And now it's turning into this confidence. Who am I? All of a sudden, I'm creating these things, my old business, remember, designing things with my own hands, putting them out, my art for the world to see. You have to be pretty confident for that, right? And then that's where I think it stopped. For a long time, it stopped. Excuse me. And I was trying to figure out because your third eye is always going to be when you wake up. That's going to be the one that kind of kicks off the chakra that activates. So you've got your third eye going. I've got my root, my sacral, my solar plexus, but the connector, the heart chakra, that's the connection piece. You've got to get your heart chakra balanced. Well, your heart chakra, if you are struggling with self-love, if you're struggling with loving others, maybe you're judging people, you're holding on to resentment, you haven't forgiven somebody else or likely yourself, right? We carry a lot of guilt for things that are so silly in life, or we could have done this better, we should have done that. Forgive yourself, right? because then when the heart chakra opens, boom, now you're actually connected to the spiritual realm. So you guys know that that's why it was that stagnant energy for so long. From 2019, when the Kundalini rose, I want to say it was probably maybe October or November at the latest. Kundalini rose, and then up until my car accident, when I thought I was going to die, and I was so grateful to be alive, and that's the words that came out, is I'm so grateful. That's when my heart chakra opened, and then that's when the connection formed. And then you guys know, I went and got a couple months after that, I was meditating, guided to meditate, and they said my throat chakra activated. And then that was kind of not the end of Lindsay's Kundalini story, but that is the story. And so recognizing that you could blast your whole Kundalini open, I don't think you really have a choice if you were to just get an instantaneous Kundalini full-on rising. I think that's something that's probably predestined, something that you planned out with your soul before you came into this earth, is my guess. However, when you do experience the beginnings of the Kundalini rising, I think that you can, in fact, I would almost want to say I know you can work really diligently and consistently on your energy to activate your chakras. Right? So then when my heart chakra opened, that was a very traumatic experience, rather unexpected in many ways. And so I had to then go integrate that energy. It's like all of a sudden the healing journey had stopped, and now I was just full on loving everything, myself, all the people, nature. I saw how we were all really energetically connected, trying my best to live from the law of one that says, right, we talked about yesterday, love is the greatest thing you can give. Seek it, find it, give it. So Kundalini. Kara, yes, you should be receiving emails. I'll double check for you right now that you did receive them. And if not, I will send you an email while we're on this live to make sure that you do not mess it up. Catherine's report says, oh yeah, it confirmed things I already knew. Yep, I bet you. When I was writing it, I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly Catherine. And Allie, I have 4 of those. I'm good. Babies, to be clear. Well, you can create many other things, right? I don't have a desire to create a baby, but I have a desire to create for the collective, to create spiritual tools and resources and community and all of that. So any type of creation, right? So Kara, let's see. I want to make sure. Yep, Lala says, yep, on email. I want to just make sure that your email sent out. You should have received an email yesterday, Kara. To the email that you signed up with. So make sure you're checking the right email if you have multiple emails. And you should have also received an email already this morning. So let me double check that you're on the list and everybody received it. 20 people received it. 1 bounced. Oh boy. Oh, of course, Kara, it's yours that bounced. It's the iCloud. For some reason, it's the iCloud emails. I don't know why. It's just not they don't like my iCloud emails. Let me send you the information really quickly. 1 second, please. Thank you. Hello, Phoenix Rising. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, Kara. I'm going to send you a personal email, as I do. So that way you have the information, because I don't want you to miss it either. You guys give me 1 second so I can help Kara out. Thank you for asking, by the way. And if you have a different email outside of @iCloud, for those of you that are iCloud emailer people, can you just send me your alternate email and I'll add it to the list? Because sometimes iCloud sends and sometimes it doesn't. And the last thing I want is to be you missing out on what you paid for and a very amazing experience because of your iCloud email. And trust me when I say I have tried my hardest to fix it, and it's just one of those things. So please, if you could, for those of you that are iClouders, I think there's a couple in the room. Okay. We're almost there, you guys. Sorry. Thank you for holding. I need to add a link, right? Why can't I add it as a link? Okay. Samantha, I don't think I'm in club. Oh, Samantha. All right, let's catch up with the chat while I do this. Phoenix Rising, thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Ali says, working on my health so I can become in alignment, getting very close. Yep. I mean, health or physical issues is a very telltale sign that your energy is a little out of whack, right? Because energetically, it first starts as kind of just like a little bit of a mumbo jumbo inside the body. You're not going to feel it. But if it's ignored for long enough or left alone long enough, it's going to start to show up and manifest as a physical symptom. It's not an illness. It is a symptom. It is a symptom telling you my energy in this chakra is a little wacky. And that's okay, you guys. It happens to everybody. It's not to say I'm never sick, rarely, because I'm always working on my energy, but it happens to everybody. So all it is, okay, now I recognize that I'm a little misbalanced, and now I'll just bring myself back into alignment. That's all. It's neither good nor bad. It just is what it is. Like, the second you start to get a sore throat, recognize your throat chakra is in misalignment. Are you not feeling seen? Are you not feeling heard? Are you holding on to something that you need to say? And if so, sign up for a Vent Vault session, because why not? And by the way, you guys, the Vent Vault email is going out on Monday, and you get to save, if you're on my email list, by the way, you'll receive this. You get to save $20 if you book a session next week between the 18th, I think. Yeah, 18th to the 22nd. So if you're interested in venting all your crap out to somebody who's not going to judge you, me, then sign up for that. Kara, I'm almost there with regards to this. I just want to try to make sure I can link it. I don't know why it's not letting me. Kara, do you have a different email address besides iCloud? And if so, will you please email it to me? Because this is going to become quite potentially problematic for you in the future. All right, there we go. All right, sent. Now you have the link. Thank you guys for being patient with me and making sure Kara has her link. We're good to go. All right, back in action. Woo, let's catch up. You got the one from yesterday. Okay, good. Okay. I just sent you another one just to be on the safe side. Allie says, but when my health started getting better, my energy started to move much faster and better. Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. Your health gets better. Now your energy is able to move because it's in alignment, right? So the second that you start to feel emotionally like something is off, mentally like something might be off, physically like something might be off, or spiritually like something might be off, recognize that some part of you needs a little bit of adjusting, right? So my spirituality, it kind of started with having, emotionally, I was always pretty like optimistic. That was pretty easy for me. It was once my awakening happened, realizing how powerful my thoughts are. So it was like, for me, emotional, good. And then spiritual kicked in. And then mentally, I was like, oh, now I'm going to train my brain. And the last component for me was really the physical. But when I get my steps in, you guys know, I channel like crazy. So I'm like, steps, right? And that's just enough. Move the body, move the body. Yay, Kara. Okay, I'm excited. Just sent everything to my soul purpose report. Ah, la la. Go on, my friend. I'm so excited. You just turned on notifications for all my lives, Phoenix Rising. That makes my heart happy. Thank you so much. VIPE says, sending love and positivity. Samantha, can you... Samantha. Yeah. By the way, Samantha, and you guys that are in the club that can't make it sometimes, please go watch the replays. They're just as powerful. You're inside of the club, you're a member, and so that energy is going to connect with you. So go watch the replay. They're all going to be live by the latest this evening. Watch the replay, tap in, and when we're breathing out the energy, just breathe out your own manifestation, okay? You're still going to get the power of the group energy. That's it. Please. I put the recordings in, but I noticed not many people are always going into the recordings, but I still do it because I promised you that I would do it. And we will send you some positive energy. Everybody in the club and the whole world gets positive energy. If you're in the club, you know we send energy to the world before we send energy to ourselves, because I think that's just so nice. All right, let's keep going. Do you guys have more questions about your Kundalini? We have about like 10 minutes before we're going to get on the energetic wave and then head over to the Zoom room for those in the manifesting club. So if you have questions, 3K, thank you so much, Phoenix Rising. We just love us some Lindsay with love. You're so sweet, Miss Dre. You're so sweet. I am so excited for all the reports I get to write. Lala, thank you for your support. All of you that have already bought a report. For those of you that already got your soul's purpose report and received it, that's the key word there, received it already, you will be receiving an email with your discount code if you want to go for the whole gusto and get your whole, all of your energy read. Super powerful information. What else, you guys? I'm gonna open the floor to you guys and let's just chit chat it up. Do you have more questions about your Kundalini? Do you have questions about your awakening? Now, the awakening is going to feel a little bit different, likely, than the Kundalini. How about we talk about that? The awakening for me, these were my symptoms. Once again, symptoms. Okay, how about this? What is the other report you linked with the soul purpose report? Allie, that is your full-on birth chart analysis. So every single aspect, every single placement, love, money, business, career, potential life challenges, based. We look at your elements. I look at your modalities. It's all encompassing. It is the entire report. Your soul's purpose is also included in that report. But yeah, I don't know if you're on the email with the discount code yet, Allie, because I haven't sent yours out, so it wouldn't really make much sense. But I will, in the email when I send you the report, you'll receive the discount code. So, okay, so when I woke, I saw things with my physical eyes. Everything was crisp and very bright. More like somebody help me out with the word. Like a stronger hue, like anybody? Transparent, translucent. What's the last one? Opaque? More? No. Anybody help me out. Help me out. I feel like I've activated my Kundalini, but I never tried. Energy is just natural to me. Vibrant. Thank you. Yep, vibrant. That's a good one. How do I know? Catherine, it's so much info. Yeah, it's 30. Well, Catherine, yours was 37 because you also got that bonus from July, but 35 pages at this point. Oh my gosh, it's so much info. And I think the best part is the going around the houses, because when you go around the houses, you know right where to start to create your core identity. And then you just swirl like a DNA. You just start to spiral. You go from Aries through Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, all the way around to Pisces. You've completed that version of you. Now you're dreaming something bigger. You go back into Aries. How do I create that bigger identity? You go around, you ended at Pisces, you create something bigger, and then you just transcend frequencies. So powerful. It is so powerful. Samantha, have a great weekend. We are going to send you powerful energy, and we'll do something special for you inside of the club, because I know that it's just a scheduling conflict, and that's if you do, you'll get 55 off if you do the smaller version first. So it's like between like processing fees, reopening your chart and all that. Plus that bigger one at this point, $249 is a steal, you guys. Like, I don't know. I think I'll probably increase the price at some point, because I'm not even charging. It's not even $10 a page for all the information you receive. So you're welcome, Samantha. Allie, yeah, Allie, when I learned that, I was like, oh. It blew my mind too. I was like, well, the only thing is for people that have interceptions and duplications, because I don't use Whole House, I use Placidus, because I'm looking at you energetically. From what I've learned, Whole House is more like physical. The physical, I love the energetic. It's not, neither one is better than the other. I know a lot of astrologers that say you have to look at whole because it messes up everything, and especially astrologers that are looking at like from a very macro level. But I'm looking at you from like you. I'm not looking at you from like you in the universe. I'm looking at you from like, let's bring out your strongest powers. So if you have duplications or interceptions, if you have interceptions, you have duplicated. So if you have that going from Aries to Taurus to Gemini to Cancer is not going to work for you. Unfortunately, that's my own experience. So I had to unlock certain houses before I could actually do that circle. So it depends on your energy, right? Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, at this point, I'm like, okay, I probably will honor this pricing maybe through the end of the month or maybe September, but then it's going to go up. I think it has to. It's not anything about my energy. It's just at this point, it's so much information, and I just want to make sure that I have a nice, even energetic exchange, right? Because if you start to resent your own products, that's not a good place to be. Not that I am, but I have to be mindful, right? I'm one person doing a lot of typing, so yeah. VIPE, yes. Yeah, Allie, I get it. I think a lot of people prefer to start with whole sign because not to say it's easier, but it kind of, because you're not looking at it's like every house is like specifically that, right? Whereas when you're looking at Placidus, and yes, VIP, I'll get to that. When you're looking at Placidus, it's like what sign starts the house, and then you might have two signs in a, you likely have two signs in a house, sometimes three signs in a house. Oh geez, now you're really looking at something a little bit more complex. But from an energetic perspective, it unlocks these talents inside of you that really need to be unlocked before you can transcend that circle. So VIPE, yes. If you, and Ellie, I think you are good to go on this. So Ellie, the report you received, find Aries in your report on your wheel and look where Aries is. And that's where you start to build your core identity. And then from there, you go to Taurus, your gifts, your talents, your tangible assets, the things that you're receiving from your core identity work. And then from there, Gemini, your intellect, your curiosity, your communication. From there, your foundation, your home, your family, and Cancer. From there, your energy in Leo, which is your creation, your entrepreneurial spirit, your life's pleasures, children, recreation, hobbies, romance, a little bit, not intimate romance, but romance nonetheless. And then you go to Virgo, your work, your hobbies, your daily routines, your health, your diet. You go up to Libra. We could keep going. I guess I could, because I was just channeling right now anyway. I stopped it. But the point is, you start building that core identity in that house, in that space of life. And then from there, you go around the wheel to Pisces, to completion. And Pisces is really the dreams. It's the culmination of all the energy you just worked on throughout that whole wheel. And then what happens there is culmination, completion, but another desire, another idea, another desire to be a better version of you. And so you start again in Aries, in that area of life, and you start to build more, or maybe not more, it's maybe not the best word, but you start to shift or transcend, and then you go around the wheel again. Oh, I love it. It's just so powerful. Like, I need a microphone, and I need a big mountain, and I need all the people to be around me. Listen here, folks. Why do I say folks? I don't know, you guys. Is it the South? Is it rubbing off on me? Aaron, welcome to the chat, my friend. It's so nice to see you. Oh my gosh, VIP Aaron is in the house. Let me catch up to the comments. Very open to it. Yes, I know, Ellie, I know. Mr. Love, I feel like you know nothing. That's okay. You know something first and foremost. So let's delete that idea. It's just that I've been studying, you guys. And this is what I do for my livelihood and for fulfilling my soul mission. So don't worry, right? The point in life is not to know everything. That would be pretty boring. If everybody knew everything, what would we talk about? Literally, we would just all look at each other like, oh, yeah, you already know that. Imagine if every single person knew every single thing. Wouldn't that be quite interesting? It'd be boring. Be like, did you hear about da da da? They'd be like, yeah, everybody knows that. Literally. So don't worry if you don't feel like you know this. That's okay, because you know plenty more that I don't know. This is my focus, right? So I hope it's worth every penny. VIPE says learning is the best. Yes, it is. Mallory, help. What's wrong, Mallory? VIP Aaron is in the house. Aaron, we have missed your beautiful face. Thank you for joining us. You're driving, but hopefully we'll make it for the club. Aaron, VIP Aaron, what I've done for the club is, instead of having to get in by me letting you in from the waiting room, I've put a passcode. So if you do join late and we're meditating, just drop in with us. Okay, because I know people have conflicting schedules, and I know it's hard to be perfectly on time sometimes. I mean, I like that that I honor my own time, but I can understand, right? I'm not like a rigid, like, this is not Lindsay's dictatorship, obviously. So yeah, if you can't make it on time, but you can make it for that hour, pop in, okay? And if we're meditating, just join us, no worries. Oh, Allie, you're getting closer. You're getting closer to your time. Valerie says, Aaron, stop. I missed you so much. I know we have missed you so much. VIP Aaron says, same. I take my youngest to college in 3 days and my own school starts as well. Yeah, college here is back. I went to the nail salon on Friday, and all the college girlies were there. They're so cute. I love seeing them. I'm like, oh, I want to be in college. I mean, I don't think I want to say that. I did enough college between my bachelor's, my master's, and fashion school. I've done enough. But if there's some nostalgia there, right? And it's like, oh, the little girlies, I love them. Hi, love, I miss you. See, Aaron, welcome back. Thank you for the TGIF Alley. VIPE says, but you're also telling me that I have a lot of work to do in Pisces and Capricorn. Oh gosh. Well, my friend, you are exactly where you're meant to be. You must, VIP, you must work for yourself and bring your ideas to life. And so what is Pisces other than dreaming, big ideas, tons of imagination outside of the box? Capricorn, boss energy, responsibility, right? Structures for yourself to create your best reality. How exciting. When I look at your chart from the full perspective, you guys, I also look at, your chart shape, how the planets are positioned in the chart, and kind of the structure of that. So if you do have a lot of energy sitting in the bottom of your chart, for example, some complications in a chart could be if you have all the planets here and then just one planet leading the way up here. I have a friend like that. That means this planet up here, all of that energy and all the other planets needs to funnel through that planet. Allie! Oh, that is a cool one. Thank you, my friend. Reiki hands, right? So as an example, so even looking at where the clusters are, how they're positioned will tell you so much. Oh my gosh, there's so much I can say. That's why the reports keep getting bigger, because I'm like, well, I should say this. Well, maybe I need to say that. And I don't want to leave out a single detail. Thank you, Erin, for the lightning bolts. I can't wait to see you. Our club is just becoming like this beautiful tribe, this like beautiful club collection, like just collective group. It's like when one person is missing, it's like, where's our friend? So I'm so happy to see so many faces back in the chat today. All right, let me get caught up. Thank you for the heart puff. Thank you, VIP Erin, for the lightning bolts. Living well with Stacy. I'm a Pisces too. So am I. We have lots of Pisces energy in the house. My daughter lived on campus with me and tells everyone she's already been. Valerie, that's cute. Good morning, Stacy. Erin, thank you for the lightning bolts. Ms. Dre, thank you for the heart puffs. Okay, good. VIP Erin says, I don't want to interrupt a vibe, and I'm trying not to speed. Did you know you can do talk to text on TikTok from your phone in the car? I didn't. Wow. TikTok has got all the bells and whistles. I had no idea. Erin, thank you so much for all the gifts. And yes, please don't speed. There is no rush in life. You're in divine order. And when you join, you'll be right where you need to be at that time. So amazing. Good morning, Stacy. Welcome back. It's nice to see you here again. 2 days in a row. Thank you so much, Erin, for all the lightning bolts. You're so sweet to me. VIP says, yes, I was laughing reading my report. Yeah, it's interesting because I finished your report, remember, right before the manifesting club started, and I told you and Catherine, I was like, okay, I'm going to send out your reports in the morning. I need to proofread. And then when you shared with me and the group what you are planning on doing, I was like, oh. And of course, I didn't want to say anything then, but in my mind, I was like, go on, my friend. You are in alignment. You are in alignment. It's so powerful, so beautiful. And dare I say, at such a young age, like, how lucky are you? You already know, like, kind of already know yourself so well, so beautiful. Pies of Power, I learned astrology through a couple of different ways. There's a beautiful soul. Her name is Braha Goldsmith, and I learned astrology through her teachings. And I also learned my astrology through a woman named Joanne Wickenberg, who I do not believe is like really working anymore, but she is the person who's really kind of discovered the interception idea, intercepted signs. I was very interested in that because I have that in my chart. So yes, mostly from Braha Goldsmith, a very beautiful soul. She's inspired me in many ways. She's not on YouTube right now. She had to have some surgery with her eyes. And I'm praying that she comes back because she is a light in this world, you guys. If you haven't ever watched any of her videos, go check her out. Braha, Bracha. She used to be named Barbara, but she did not resonate with that name, which I think, like, go on. You just changed your name and everything. She's so cool. She's literally so cool. Her background is she was a concert, I want to say pianist or violinist or something, very musically gifted, brilliant in her astrology work. And she started channeling the Pleiadians, and they come through as she's a very kind of pixie, cutesy lady. And then the Pleiadians come through and she just comes alive with this quirky energy. Oh, She's the reason that I was like, okay, it is safe to be fully myself. When I watched her channel, I was like, it is safe to be me. And so, yeah, I have to really give a lot of credit to her. I probably should write her an email to say how grateful I am, because she's a shining light in this world. Allie, you're thank you for the manifesting ball once again. That was so great. Yep. Hi. VIPE, you're cute. Thank you for the heart meet, Erin. That was a beautiful gift, Miss Dre Love says. Yes, it was. VIP, Erin, thank you for all the lightning bolts. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet to me. Living Well with Stacy, 3-3 is my B-Day. Pisces here too. Yep, I'm a 3-9 birthday. VIP says, it so is. I feel more healed every day. Go on, my friend. Thank you for the heart puffs. Is astrology my full-time job? Yes, kind of for the most part. I also do energy healing. So I work with clients energy healing. I'm leading the Cosmic Collective. So there's a bunch of spiritual lessons. I would say overall, spirituality is my full-time job. And then I do some energy healing with private clients. I do the Cosmic Collective. I'm writing all the astrology reports. And I host a manifesting club. So I'm all things empowering you to live a better life. Maybe empowering is my full-time job. And the way I do that is in many different avenues and tools. I hope that helps. It was very fitting, Allie. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, we gotta get on the energetic wave. We're already kind of running late. Spell whose name? VIP Erin says I'm 3-3. Ooh, we got birthday twins in the house. VIP what 3-1 party in March. Yeah, I'm 3-9. Allie is in the house with a Pisces. Victoria, thank you for the likes. Okay, I'm parking. See you in a few minutes. Ignore me if I'm late. We'll do. We're not gonna ignore you, but yeah, we'll do. Whose name do you need to spell? Hurry, 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 Miss Dre, because we're gonna get on the wave. So please type it in the chat. Oh, Braha, Bracha. Yes. Bracha Goldsmith, Goldsmith. All right, you guys, let's get on the energetic wave. We got to go fast today because we got to go into the manifesting club. All right, close your eyes, breathing in, belly nice and full, sighing it out of the mouth, breathing in, letting it go. Thank you for the conversation today, you guys are so great. Breathing in one more time. Letting it go. Thinking of something you'd like to manifest or bring into your life, maybe emotionally manifest. Maybe you want to be more confident. You want to get your Kundalini rising. I don't know, whatever it is you want in your reality. It's your life. Create it how you want to. Repeat out loud after me if you can. I am strong. I can do this. Smile big. Show me your teethers. You're manifesting. So how beautiful is that? I freaking did it. I knew I could do it. I am strong. I can do this. Show me your teeth. Smile as big as you can. It is Friday, you guys. We are getting on this wave for the next 2 days. Let's go. I freaking did it. I knew I could do it. Breathing in, pulling the energy up your chakra system, up the back of your spine to your crown, expanding your vision out, out, out to the universe for all to see. And on the exhale, bringing that vision down, down, down the chakra system to your root, screwing it in, cementing it in a clockwise fashion into your present moment, your current reality. One more time, breathing in, pulling the energy up your chakra system, visualizing what you desire, feeling, sensing, hearing, smelling it, bringing it to life, and exhaling it down the chakra system to your root, cementing it into your current reality in a clockwise fashion. One more time, I am strong. I can do this. Show me your teethers and smile big. We are partying because we're manifesting. I freaking did it. I knew I could do it. All right, my friends, you're on the energetic wave. Who's surfing already? We've got a couple of minutes. We've got to get going here. Who is surfing on the wave? You guys, do not forget, if you fall off the wave, just get back on. Your surfboard is connected to you. We are going to wave through the weekend together. And on Monday, I'll see you back here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. VIPE is riding the wave. Thank you for the likes. Haja, Hija, talk about Kundalini. I was studying that whole time. Go on, meet you in the meeting. Yeah, Lala, I'm so excited to meet you in real life. Oh my gosh, so many new people in the Manifesting Club. Miss Dre is on the wave. All right, you guys, have a great, great, great weekend. Remember how powerful you are. You're valuable because you are a human spiritual being on this earth. You are worthy of everything you desire. Stay focused on your thoughts, the positive thoughts that are going to create your reality. And when those negative thoughts maybe try to creep in, say, not today, out of here, get out of here. You don't belong here, okay? Love you guys. Have a great day. I will see you, for those of you in the Manifesting Club, in a couple of minutes. Bye.